Good morning.
Good morning. So, how is she? Or should I be saying who?
She's still Tess. She tossed and turned all night.
Well, she's got a lot to wrestle with.
Unfortunately, this whole damn process takes so long, and until we figure out what caused Jesse to split in the first place, there's absolutely nothing we can do for her. Excuse me. Antonio, hi.
You got a minute?
Yes?
I need to talk to the both of you.
What sounds important?
Come in. Let's go into the library.
Idiots.
What is it?
I've been doing a little homework.
About what?
Nash Brennan. It seems he's got a few skeletons.
What kind of skeletons?
Ones that may be a threat to your daughter.
Oh. Your fever's been going down consistently for the last 24 hours. I don't see why we can't release you today.
Well, that's good news. Listen, Doc, about this virus.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Dr. Truman said there could be some side effects.
It's a possibility.
So tell me the truth. Is there a chance that I could be sterile? How is he?
I don't know. Dr. McBain should be out any minute to give us some news. What's going on? Do I have to worry about you too?
That was a rough night.
Adriana? Do you two fight?
Let's put it this way. We won't be fighting anymore.
Are you breaking up?
Past tense.
Well, you haven't been happy for a while, so maybe it's just something you had to do.
I didn't.
Oh. Well, it's probably for the best.
No, it's not for the best.
I'm supposed to meet my cousin here. Have you seen a guy who looks like that?
Hey.
No, like this. Can we sit there? Be my guest. Thanks for coming.
You need an ear? I've got two.
I need advice.
Shoot.
I kind of like Rex.
I thought you were with Duke Buchanan.
We broke up
Over Rex Balsam?
over a lot of things.
Sounds to me like you've already made your decision.
I thought so, but then I went to go see him, Rex, yesterday and found him with someone else. And then he got mad at me, said I wasn't being fair to him.
Well, that's a no-brainer, Adriana. The guy spends time with another girl and says you're the one not being fair. Why waste your time with a guy like that?
As I recall, Natalie spent time with another man and then accused you of not being fair. Are you wasting your time with her?
Okay, I only have time for a quick cup of coffee. Oh no, you're getting something to eat. You haven't been sleeping, you haven't been eating. You cannot go on like this.
Okay, admit it, I'm a little stressed.
A little stressed. Getting caught in traffic is a little stress. You're prepping yourself for a total meltdown.
It's a murder case, Layla. Murder.
And maybe Todd did it, and maybe he didn't. Okay, but you cannot let him take you down with him.
Did you hear how I had to cross Vicky?
That's what you're supposed to do.
Doesn't make it any easier. You know, Natalie tried to go off on me about it, and you know what, honestly, I don't blame her.
Don't beat yourself up for doing your job. You need to relax.
Yeah.
You need something or someone.
Someone.
Any warm body will do at this point. You're a mess. I can't believe I'm gonna say this right now, but why don't you call John?
How many Bloody Marys have you had?
I'm serious. You said you had a drink with him on New Year's, a friendly drink. No pent-up sexual tension, no lusty innuendo. You had a nice, platonic drink.
Yeah, we did. And you know what? I would like nothing more than to just call him up right now and talk like we used to, but...
But
John can't help me now.
McBain.
This is Dr. Crosby's office at Internal Affairs. I'm calling to make sure you got the doctor's report.
Yeah, I got
The
it.
doctor wants you to review it before meeting with him tomorrow.
Already reviewed. Acute emotional suppression. Severe post-traumatic stress due to personal loss. Conceivably dangerous, so that's rich. Crap like that, I'll definitely be there.
Maybe I am wasting my time with Natalie, but I'm in love with her. And no matter what's happened between her and John, I'm not giving up.
And you shouldn't.
Right. But now I have nothing to offer. My work was selling, but of course that's when I was a dead artist. Coming back to life hasn't upped my stock any.
You could always get a job.
You think?
Any luck?
Employers don't get too excited when they find out my last place of residence was Statesville Prison.
But your conviction was overturned.
Doesn't matter. When it comes to prior experience, rattling shackles is last on the list.
Table for one?
Have you ever been a waitress?
Not here.
But you have, right?
Yes.
Good. Well, I'm the owner of Ultraviolet, and one of my waitresses just ran off with a guy from Uzbekistan or Pakistan, something with a stan in it. Anyway, if you're interested in working nights, the tips are good.
He goes after anything with a pulse.
The guy's bad news.
Just shows you what an idiot I am. Kissed me on New Year's and I thought we had something.
Wait a minute, what about Duke?
You were right. Can't be in love with two people at the same time. Just don't want to listen to you.
And your heart is with Rex.
Finally figure it out and look where it's gotten me.
Yeah, crazy, huh? I wonder when Natalie's gonna figure that out.
As I said, I would like nothing more than to have John as a friend. Be able to talk to him, maybe even lean on him a little bit, but that would not be good.
It wouldn't be good for you, or it wouldn't be good for John.
It wouldn't be good for Natalie.
Oh, forget Natalie. She and John aren't together anymore, remember?
Yeah, whatever. Maybe they are, maybe they're not.
And I thought you were voting for the Natalie Christian ticket.
I am voting for whatever ticket is best for everybody. Whatever that is. Anyway, John hasn't been the same since the Statesville prison riot.
He was a hero.
This is John McBain we're talking about here. 2 people were murdered. That's too many for him. There's just no telling what's going on in his head.
Yeah, I need those forensics reports on those burglaries out at the Strip. Natalie knows where they are. When's she coming in? Oh. All right, you know what? Do me a favor, just look them up by the store names, okay? Thanks. What can I do for you?
I think we should go over your testimony.
What for?
I want Manning convicted. You're a big piece of this case. You're gonna get put on the stand as soon as we get called back into session, and I don't want to take any chances.
We've already been over my testimony. What else can I do for you?
Just what you said.
Why are you here?
Evangeline. She's tearing into everyone who gets on the stand.
That is her job.
Yeah, it is. But this feels different. It's personal. And you're her ex-boyfriend.
What do you want?
I want to be with you for the amnio.
Well, I don't need or want you there.
Tess. Don't push me away.
And tell me why I shouldn't.
Because your last girlfriend had to push you so hard that she got a restraining order against you?
The circumstances were completely...
Then explain them to me.
A restraining order? What did he do? Is he violent?
I can't say if there's any physical violence, but he did hurt someone. He was scamming some rich girl out of her money. Her family filed the order.
This must be what he was trying to tell me about yesterday. He said there was a part of his past that was going to catch up to him. He felt terrible about it, not only for the woman that he hurt, but for the pain that it might cause Tess.
Do you have any details? Sit down, please.
Just a few, but Bo's looking into it. Apparently, Nash finessed this young woman out of her inheritance, and when she discovered that's all he was after, she turned to drugs.
What else did Bo tell you?
That's it. That's all I've got. But that's all I need. I mean, the guy sounds like a hustler to me.
Now is not the time to get into all this.
Well, when would be a good time? Or should I make an appointment? Do you have a calendar with you?
Sorry. Look, let's go for this test. Prove that I'm the daddy, that the baby is ours, and we'll clear all this up, and we'll start making plans for our future.
Is that all you have in your bag of tricks? Stall tactics? Get out.
Tess, your family has this place crawling with security. You know as well as I do. You're not going anywhere, and I'm not leaving, so here we are.
Fine. So start talking.
I don't want to lose you, Tess.
Well, you sure as hell are not going to keep me unless you tell me what happened.
Oh, that's what I'm afraid of. I might lose you either way.
Well, that's a risk you're going to have to take. What was the first thing that you remember when you met me?
Besides you stealing my car?
Exactly. I like to take risks.
It's part of what first attracted me to you.
Then why would you think that I wouldn't want to take a risk now? What could be so bad that would make me say, I don't want to take that risk?
Fine, you want to play that game? Why don't you tell me what it is that first turns you into Tess?
I didn't turn into Tess. I've never been anybody else. I thought you were the only person that understood that.
All right, I won't push it. I'll take a leap. I know that you'll tell me when you're ready. All I'm asking is that you take that same leap with me.
When Tess found out there was a restraining order against Nash, she wanted to know why, but he wouldn't say. Now, maybe when Tess finds out the full extent of his past, she won't want to be with him.
And the less reason for her to be Tess, the more stable that might make Jessica.
Or less stable. Until we know who the father is, Nash is a major part of Tess's life and Jessica's. And as far as that other woman is concerned, we don't know all the facts. Plus, it happened a long time ago.
You're defending him.
Well, I tried to give the boy money a couple of times and he wouldn't take it.
Well, so did I, but that really doesn't mean anything.
I think that Antonio could be right.
Maybe Antonio is right, but I think that Nash is in love with Tess, and I don't think we should do anything until we talk to Dr. Jameson. I mean, who knows what this would do to Tess if we use it against Nash?
Fine. Then I will call Dr. Jameson right now.
Oh, hi. You wouldn't be having a Tessica powwow in there without inviting the guest of honor.
The virus seems to be basically in check. We're gonna have to bring you back in a couple weeks for some follow-up tests. It's still too soon to know whether there's any damage to your reproductive system.
It's ironic, isn't it?
What's that?
That I would catch a warm weather virus in the middle of winter.
Rare, but it happens.
And then I might not be able to make a baby, while at the same time my fiance just had surgery that allows her to carry one.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Kevin. This could turn out to be just fine.
So things are really over between you and Adriana?
Looks that way.
I'm really sorry. If there's anything I can do.
Give me some good news.
Okay, I think they're gonna release your dad today.
That'd be good.
And there may be a wedding in the future.
Okay, that's good too.
And you may be looking at a little brother and sister before too long.
Okay, now that would be great news.
Just think of it, Duke. This baby could bring peace to two battling families. It would be half Kramer, half Buchanan. It could actually bring our families together. Nothing would mean more to me.
You can take him home anytime the discharge paperwork is almost done.
Hey, babe. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Your situation with Natalie is completely different than Rex's and mine.
Maybe.
So you don't have any advice for me?
I can't even figure out my own life. But I will tell you this. Even if I don't think Rex is the right guy, you gotta go after what you want. Maybe it'll work out, maybe it won't. But you won't know unless you do something about it.
So you don't think Rex is the right guy?
Prove me wrong. I gotta go. Cuídate, niña.
Okay, Nina.
Let's not talk about John. Fine. Let's talk about the case.
It's under control. Todd will walk.
You're so full of it. When you're not keeping me awake with your pacing, you're pouring through every law book you can carry. You're talking to your sister. I see right through you, Vange.
Todd is innocent.
Oh, really? Then just tell that to the jury. I'm sure they'll believe you.
Look, I got Christian out. Everybody said that was gonna be impossible. I will win this one for Todd.
And if you don't, you'll start the appeals or get another case or 10 or whatever to fill the void that John has left in your life.
Oh my God, you think that's what I'm doing?
I know that's what you're doing. You're lost in love. Winning in the courtroom is all you have left.
Okay. All right, I don't need this.
It isn't so fun being cross-examined, is it? I'm only doing it because I love you. Now sit down and let's talk.
Okay. All right, well, listen. My life is not that pathetic. I'm an attorney. This is what I do.
Yeah, but it's the way you're doing it. You're pouring everything you've got into work. Sound like someone else we know?
Don't start comparing me to John.
Well, you're doing the same thing. You two should wear capes and fly through the air rescuing defenseless victims.
Okay. I am sorry if when I represent a client who may very well be executed, I take it seriously.
I never said to not take your job seriously. But you're doing it to avoid your feelings.
I really have to get back to work, Layla. I can't do this.
Listen, someday that cork is gonna pop and all those emotions are gonna come spraying out. And I just hope, for your sake, it's not at the worst possible time.
I think I can handle myself.
I'm concerned about the potential blurring of personal and professional lines. I would never want your past relationship with Miss Williamson to become an obstacle.
I appreciate your concern, but I've been on the stand before, and I just tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God.
That's all I ask. I just don't want any surprises.
You won't get any from me.
Good. Good. Because I want you to be fully prepared when I pull the rug out from underneath Evangeline and knock her right on her cute little behind.
Isn't it almost time for you to leave for your amniocentesis?
I changed my mind. I'm not having one.
Well, don't you want to know whose baby it is?
Would you all mind giving Tess and I a minute alone?
Well, I think it's reasonable that they have some time alone. Yeah, a few minutes.
Don't worry, okay? We'll tell Tess about Nash as soon as I clear it with Dr. Jameson.
You can glare at me all you want, but your eyes can't lie. You love me. And you can tell by my eyes that I love you more than anything. But it's time to let everyone know that Tess is real. And there's nothing more real than a baby. All right? Because if this baby is mine, then it's Tess's. And then everyone in this house, in this town, and the whole damn world can say, look, that's Tess. And she's not the figment of someone's imagination, she's real.
You're not off the hook. Let's get this over with.
Well, I'm very glad you decided to go through with it, darling.
Jessica's your darling, not me.
I'll get the car.
No, you're not coming.
I really think you should have.
I don't care what you think. It's bad enough that I have to bring Dumb and Dumber with me. I don't need an entire entourage, okay?
Fine. I'll stay here. I want you to know that I appreciate what you're doing, and I know that Jessica appreciates it too, especially since she lost a child.
Well, I'm not doing it for Jessica. I'm not doing it for you. I'm not doing it for Nash, and I'm not doing it for Antonio. I'm doing it for me.
Thank you for not saying anything about Nash.
If he hurts our daughter in any way, Clint,
Nobody works out this hard in the morning unless they're in training. It's a woman. No offense, don't look like you're in training.
You're right. I'm not in training.
Elbows in tighter. Drive with the ball of your right foot.
Yeah? Well, why don't you drive in here and show me then?
Now, look, you can do what you want, but this is a heavy bag and you're in a boxing gym. And in here, you gotta act like this is gonna hit your back. What I mean by that is you gotta bring your right hand up, about the middle of your chin. Left hand, same thing, just a little higher. Chin down, elbows in, protect the body. When you lead, step in with the left, drive with the right. Always bringing them right back up. You gotta protect yourself. First guy whose hands get heavy first is gonna get tagged. Usually hurts.
Where'd you learn?
Well, they didn't really have a chess club in Statesville. In there, you gotta protect yourself. Out here, you gotta protect the ones you love. Like Adriana.
What about Adriana?
You upset her.
Me? Oh, that's interesting. She's the one who said...
What did she say?
Nothing. She didn't say a single word.
You heard Adriana, you deal with me. And unlike the bag over there, I hit back. And it usually hurts.
You want to talk about hurt? Look what you did to Natalie. You ripped her heart out. She's gonna be hurting for a long time. But me, maybe I can make myself feel a little better.
Big mistake, Balsam.
Although Miss Williamson does in fact have a cute behind, I seriously doubt she'll be falling on it.
She doesn't have a case. I offered her a deal, but she didn't want it. Manning's going to fry, and she's going to look like an idiot trying to save him. Not one defense witness, no alibi, no alternative scenario, no case. And your testimony is the exclamation point putting Todd Manning away and shutting the defense's mouth.
Save it for the jury, counselor. Look, I want to see a guilty man pay for his crime. But she's the best defense attorney I've ever seen. So I wouldn't turn this into some kind of pissing contest.
Yeah, noted.
Now, if you excuse me, I need to get back to my work.
See you in court, Lieutenant.
Yeah.
Hey. I heard that. Thank you.
Well, I didn't mean for you to hear it, but I meant it.
Well, if I'm so brilliant, what in the world am I doing here waiting for you?
Sorry, Dad. I'm glad you're feeling better, but I gotta get back to work.
Well, somebody's got to be there. Yeah. You go ahead. Thanks for coming by.
And call me if you need anything, okay?
Is there something going on?
No, it's no big deal.
Well, if it's a big enough deal to tell Kelly, you can tell me.
It's Adriana. We'll talk later. I'll see you then.
All right.
Brian.
See you later.
His heart is totally broken. He's gonna need major TLC for the next couple
The
weeks.
best thing we can do for him is just to give him some room. You know, he can go out and meet someone new.
You are out of here. I'm going to schedule your follow-up tests for 2 weeks from now, okay? Speak to the nurse.
All right.
Why do you need more tests?
Oh, we just want to make sure we cover all our bases, you know? Rule everything out.
Like what?
Is it anything a hot fudge sundae could cure?
I wish.
What's the problem? You're crushing on Rex, and he said the girl he was with didn't mean anything. How can sex not mean anything? I don't know you very well, and I barely know Rex, but I do know acting. And I'm telling you, by the way that boy looks at you, if he's pretending, he could win an Academy Award.
Now, look, you two. This is serious boxing, Jim. I don't want to see any fighting in here. You got that? Now, box or get out.
For your information, I like Adriana a lot.
Yeah, well, you sure have her fooled.
I'm just not the kind of guy she wants to be with.
Why don't you try some kind of combo? 2 lefts and right, look like you know what you're doing. How do you know what kind of guy she wants to be with? Not that I'm trying to help you with anything, but with the bag here.
Hey, wait a minute. Why don't you help me try to win her over?
Because you're a troublemaker?
I'm not really trouble. Trouble just kind of finds me. I'm more like a trouble magnet. But here's the deal. Adriana listens to you. Natalie kind of listens to me. You convince Adriana she should be with Rex. I convince Natalie she should be with Christian.
Okay. What are you doing here? Waiting for me.
I was in the building looking for a Cochrane case file, and a little voice kept saying, "Go see John." So, I don't know. I guess I thought you've been through a lot lately, and I thought maybe you could use a friend, if I still qualify.
You want me to open up?
Yeah, and I want world peace and an end to pain and suffering in the world.
Probably about the same odds, right?
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted you to know that if you ever do need to spill, I will always be here for you. Okay?
It means a lot to me. Thanks.
Okay. What's this? Oh, it's St. Jude?
How did you know that?
Well, it's written here, and well, I just know this is the patron saint of lost causes. This is a lucky charm. That's not you.
Natalie gave it to me.
Maybe I need one of these.
Manning case?
Yeah, you know, I can't discuss it with you.
I don't care about him. I just want to know how you're holding up.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe our relationship isn't up for this kind of soul bearing. I'll see you.
Hey. You know, I know I'm pretty lousy at talking, but I think I'm pretty good at listening. So if you want to tell me what's really going on.
So why does he need more tests?
I'll have the nurse bring your paperwork in.
All right. He avoided the question.
It's just a follow-up, okay? Let's forget about all this hospital stuff. I want to take you out and celebrate the new year.
Yeah, you're right. If I remember correctly, we had a little private celebration planned.
That's right.
You know, it's not too late for us to make a baby. We could have one by October.
Anything in here for me? I'm looking for a second job.
Christian's looking. Actually, he may need this. Should go see if I can find him. Thank you for being so straight with me.
That's me.
See ya. Hey. How's your father?
They're letting him out today.
Good. That's good.
Yeah, the small talk's not working.
No, it's awkward.
Duke Buchanan. Wait, what? You're kidding. What do I know about hiring a corporate receptionist?
Can I apply?
I'm sorry?
I have great people skills. I have a great phone voice, and I'm a great singer.
A singer? Okay.
Do you want to hear my rendition of Love Stinks? You can join in if you want.
Natalie has a mind of her own.
She'll listen to me.
Keep your hands up. Circle to the right.
And Jet. Well, I'm her brother. She always listens to me, even when she shouldn't.
That's okay, I'll pass. I gotta take charge of my life. I'm telling you, keep the hands up. You're gonna get hit.
At least consider it.
I have. And no. An arthritic old woman can hit you with your damn hands so low. Keep them up.
Well, then you might as well just hand her over to John McBain.
Told you to keep them up.
Dr. Jameson's in a session, but they said he'll call me back as soon as he's... I'm really, really worried about her.
I know you are, Vicky, and I am too, but I think he's a good kid.
I don't know how you can say that. My God, he stole that young girl's money. He drove her to drug addiction.
Technically, he didn't steal anything. She gave it to him. Plus, he was young. People change, Vicky.
I don't know how you can defend him.
Well, I think I'm a good judge of character.
Is that why you're dating Dorian?
Whoa.
I'm sorry. I was uncalled for. I apologize.
It's all right. Apology accepted.
Look, what about Antonio? Jessica loves Antonio.
Yeah, well, I like Antonio, too. You know that, but you have to admit, he's had his share of some serious problems.
I want what's best for our daughter.
So do I. But I have a perspective that you don't. I know what it's like to love a woman who has another life and another love. So I'm totally sympathetic to any man who looks at the woman of his dreams and realizes he may have lost her forever.
The first priority is the baby's health. Now, I understand there's a question of paternity, so I'd like both you gentlemen to fill out family health histories. And once we've established paternity, I'll need the form from the baby's father.
Let's just get this over with.
Tess.
Yep, I know. You're not gonna go anywhere.
That's right. You need some help with your background questions? Because I know all about your background. And when I tell Tess, hopefully she'll come to her senses and want nothing to do with you.
Rex?
Yo, Adriana!
Shut up. God, Rex. What happened?
You know I didn't mean to do that.
He let down his guard. What can I say?
You wouldn't need help around here, would you? I can be a pretty good sparring partner for some of your pros.
I'm sorry, I don't got the budget for that.
was a long shot.
Look, I know how you feel. A lot of cons come through here looking for work.
Did they ever find anything?
Sometimes. Still lucky.
I've started listening if you want to start talking.
I've never felt so, hopeless, you know? I know that man is innocent. But every time I blink, it's like a witness has changed their story or there's some new damning piece of evidence and I cannot get him to shut up. Todd is his own worst enemy. You know, he won't listen to me. It's like I'm working for the prosecution or something. I can't reach Blair. No idea where she is. She won't return my calls, and she has to be there because Todd needs her, you know? And do you have any idea what I did to Vicki Davidson on that stand? Do you know what I had to do to her?
I heard.
Natalie? Yeah. She tried to rip into me about it, and I kind of let her get away with it because I kind of don't blame her because kind of scared, John. No one is on my side, you know? No one is here for me. And I'm sorry.
Hey.
All I really want is Jessica home and happy. And Antonio makes her happy. Clint, everything is going to be so different if Nash is the father.
I know that. But no matter who the father is, Jessie's not going to be able to handle this baby by herself. She's going to need some help.
Well, I know that.
This kid's going to have one advantage. Going to have the best grandmother in the world, who just happens to be the best mother in the world.
You tell me what kind of mother was Nikki Smith to take her beautiful little girl to bars and let something happen to her that was obviously so horrible she had to create another person to deal with it.
Nothing you can say will change the fact that I think you are nothing but a loving mother.
Well, we agree on one thing. We both want our baby back.
Must feel pretty proud to be able to dig up dirt on whoever you want, huh?
You know, I like to think of myself as a pretty fair guy. So why don't you tell me your side of the story and we can clear up any misunderstandings?
Why would I defend myself to you? See, I know a little bit about your past, too.
Done a sonogram. Looks very good for this stage of the pregnancy. We thought the father might like to see the first picture of his baby.
Okay, try to relax. This may pinch just a bit, but when the test is done, we'll know everything we need to know.